Welcome back, readers, and thank you for joining us for another virtual story time. This week was Earth Day, so we're reading books about celebrating Earth Day and also what we can do to keep our Earth healthy. So we're going to get started. We're going to jump right into Stuart J. Murphy's Her Earth Day, Hooray! Illustrated by Renee Andriani. Let's get started. "This place is a mess," said Ryan. "That's why we're cleaning it up," said Carly. "Come on, pitch in." The Maple Street Save the Planet Club was cleaning up Gilroy Park, the site of this year's Earth Day celebration. They picked up candy wrappers, crumpled newspaper, empty coffee cups, old flyers, lost tennis balls, and lots of aluminum cans. "You know," said Ryan, "even after we're finished cleaning the park, it won't look all that great. It could really use some flowers at the entrance. Gilroy Park has had a few trees and some grass, and that was it." "If we take all these cans to the recycling center instead of throwing them away," Ryan continued, "they'll give us money for each can. Maybe we can make enough to buy some flowers to plant." "Ah, that's a good idea." Mrs. Watson, the club advisor, thought Ryan's idea was fantastic. She said, "If you can get 5,000 cans, that's a lot of cans, that should be enough for some really beautiful flowers." "I bet we won't find that many," said Luke. "How many do you think they found?" The club sorted all the cans they found. Ryan, Carly, and Luke filled small bags with 10 cans each. When they had 10 small bags, they put them in a big bag that held 100 cans, so they could be easier to count. They ended up with 3 big bags of 100, 5 small bags of 10, and 9 single cans. They left the bags near the trash bins so that Mrs. Watson could pick them up that evening. That's a total of 359. I knew we wouldn't get 5,000. But the next morning at school, Mrs. Watson called Ryan, Carly, and Luke to her desk. "Bad news," she said. "The trash collector at the park didn't realize the cans were for recycling. He took them to the dump with the rest of the trash." "I knew it," said Luke. "I knew we'd never do it." "Don't give up," said Ryan. "We can still collect cans. We'll have a can drive right here at school." "I don't know," said Luke doubtfully. "It will only work if a lot of people bring in cans." That seems like a good idea, doesn't it? The custodian, Mrs. Jones, set up a barrel in the hallway. Luke made a big sign. Mrs. Watson helped Ryan print up a flyer announcing their goal. Carly drew a cartoon. "Earth Day, hooray! Cans recycled so far, 000. Help us reach our goal of 5,000 and plant flowers in Gilroy Park." The next day, a few kids brought in cans. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke went to check out the barrel. They sorted the cans into bags. They had 5 small bags of 10 and a single can, and 6 single cans. That makes 56. We'll never get anywhere at this rate. Aw, don't give up, Heart. Carly wrote 56 on the sign. We need to get some more kids to help, she said. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Carly, Luke, and Ryan got permission to visit every class and ask for help with the can drive. Carly worked all night so she would be ready. We can do it. Cute. After school, Ryan, Carly, and Luke stopped at every park and field and picked up every can they saw. The next morning, Ryan, Carly, and Luke brought their cans to school. They went to the barrel to drop them off. Look at all these cans, said Carly. I knew it would work. At recess, they counted the cans. They ended up with 6 big bags of 100, 3 small bags of 10, and 5 single cans. That's 635. Even more than we had at the park. Carly wrote the total on the sign. Notice it says 691 because they've added 635 to the 56 before. Mrs. Watson walked by. You're going to need bigger bags, she said. I'll bring some in tomorrow. Whoa! When Ryan, Carly, and Luke checked the barrel the next day, it was overflowing. We better ask Mrs. Jones for some more barrels, said Carly. They had 1 bag of 1,000, 4 bags of 100, 8 bags of 10, and 3 single cans. That's 1,483. Carly wrote the total on the sign and remembered to put a comma between the 1,000 and the hundreds. When we add it to what we had already, it's 2,147. That's still a long way from 5,000, but they're getting closer, aren't they? Ryan, Carly, and Luke kept on working. Luke put signs up all over school. On Saturday, the members of the Save the Planet Club knocked on every door in their neighborhoods. They handed out Ryan's flyer and carried big bags of people's empty cans. Whoa! On Monday morning, Ryan, Carly, and Luke couldn't dump their cans in the collection barrels because they were already full. At recess, they counted cans. By the time recess was over, they still weren't done. Mrs. Watson said they could skip spelling to finish counting. And you didn't think this was a good idea, Carly teased Luke. Finally, they finished. They had 2 huge bags of 1,000, 8 bags of 100, 5 small bags of 10, and 2 single cans. That's 2,852 to be exact. Luke wrote down the number. We did it, he announced. With the 2,174 we had before, it's 5,026. Mrs. Watson took the cans to the recycling center right after school. And Saturday morning she drove Carly, Luke, and Ryan to the plant nursery. They each picked out flowers in their favorite colors. That afternoon, the whole class came to Gilroy Park for the Earth Day celebration. The first thing they did was plant the flowers at the entrance. The park looked beautiful, and there wasn't a single piece of trash anywhere. The end. Thank you for joining us, and remember, you can also join us in person on Thursdays and Fridays for different age groups. We'll see you soon.